All right. So last week, sometime, I was talking about the XXL pitches and how they just had some pretty weird, like some weirdos on there. But the one that stood out to me the most was a little kid by the name of CAIDEN who did a 2020 pitch, and it's like I was wondering who's sponsoring this, who's putting him on, who's getting him these like cosigns, who's doing what and who for him. And so I thought, let's dig deeper. Let's go into he was on the 2016. Let's let's look at the video. Let's see what we can understand. Let's see what we can get. All right. So when you look up Caden on 2016, you see that he actually is 5. He's young as shit. He's like not supposed to be here. And you're sitting here thinking like, well, who the hell would put him on? So, let's look at the video. Let's see. Okay, let's see if he's by himself.
My name is Karen.
Also, I know it's weird to say that 2016 was 4 years ago, but we have to understand that was a goated ass year. You gotta admit that with fucking 21, Lil Uzi, Denzel Curry, and all those other niggas like Lil Dicky, Anderson .Paak, Designer. It was just a good ass year. Lil Yachty, like this year was really good for XXL. Everyone did great for their. Most of them did great for their freestyles. But among them, doing a pitch, was a fucking 5-year-old.
I want to be on the freshman cover.
Does he? Does he want to be on the freshman cover? I'm not kicking his drive, but I'm saying like the nigga young. Does he want to be here? Like the way he look around, like damn nigga, shit. Me and my G.I. Joes could be getting off right now.
Recognized as a king in this world. When I die, what I leave in this world is crown jewels and family heirlooms.
I know it ain't. I know it is not. Nigga, is that consequence? I know that good and goddamn well ain't no goddamn consequence. Alright, so for you guys who don't know, Consequence is a rapper who was like on the rise. He was getting like some notoriety or whatever. And all of a sudden, like, how back in the olden days, like 1492, when Christopher Columbus set sail on the earth, yeah, back in them days, how they used to think the earth just ended and they just fall off it, that's what he did. He finally actually found the end of the earth and just fell off that motherfucker. Was gone. Last thing he did was be on Fight Night. He did a song for the fucking soundtrack of Fight Night, and that's the last thing he's been known to do. But yeah, that nigga don't want to be no damn rapper. And it's kind of fucked up, like, to kind of gain relevance through your son, who is 5. You couldn't wait. Like, you couldn't wait until he decided what he wanted to do. This nigga still think that being an astronaut is a obtainable, career. He think he gonna be, like, the best pro wrestler alive. He think he gonna be a dolphin wrestler. You don't know what the fuck he think he gonna be. He's 5. I know the first thing that's not on his mind is being a damn rapper.
And that's a far cry from Crown Fried and Air Zooms. So in my last will and testament, all I ask is you continue to represent. I lie not to you niggas. Here's why he's nicer than a lot of you niggas, cause there hasn't been a prince this fresh.
Will Smith, everybody knows that there was spit.
Look, I ain't about to pick at a nigga bars. I'm not gonna pick at a 5-year-old. That's what I'm not going to do. But what I am going to say is that he shouldn't be here in the first place. That's it. That's it. That's all. Why is he here? Look at him. Those are obviously rehearsed lines. He didn't sit down with his pen and think, oh shit, I'm gonna become a rapper now. No, he sat there and was like, hey, little kid, you gonna be a rapper now? But father, I don't want to be a rapper. Don't you defy me, son. And that was it. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole tweet. Nigga was just like, fuck it. Pretty sure those lines were hard for him to understand. They probably been rehearsing for weeks. Just like sitting him down in front like, all right, now when I say you ain't never seen a prince as fresh as this, I want you to come through and be like Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? One time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the lines are forced. The lines are written. He doesn't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And, for him to do this 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and then wait until he turned 9, 10 to do it again. Like, let that nigga decide what he want to be. But you know what? I ain't never thought about this part, though. And this is the part that I was really trying to figure out where he got those big ass cosigns from. And that's why he got these cosigns. Because Consequence is his dad. Since Consequence is his dad, that means that all his damn cosigns come from the fact that Consequence and Kanye West used to be cool. Kanye West is married to Kim. Kanye West is married to Kim Kardashian. And it's like everything else kind of rules in. If they all fuck with Consequence, that means that they're going to automatically fuck with his son, CAIDEN.
Hey, women at the party, man.
Yeah.
Looking for air.
Yeah.
Looking for Phil.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't trying to shit on the little kid, but I don't understand what the fuck he's saying, to be totally honest with you. I really don't understand why he's here. Like, I'll say that shit 100 times, 200 times. I don't understand why this man is in this video. Why this infant is in this video. Like, he's in kindergarten. He doesn't understand the ramifications of being a rapper, the dedication that comes into succeeding in the music industry. He doesn't understand none of that shit. And you're just like forcing it on him. And like, you're not supposed to do that. You know, sat there for weeks rehearsing these lines with that boy for what? Let that man live. Let that man be a kid. Don't try to profit off your son's name, especially when he's only 5. I'm saying at least wait like Joe Jackson did and wait till he turned like 10 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look until look like this came past. And that's not imagine. Oh, my name is King A.K. Clown.
You are now in the company of greatness. Holla at us.
I'm not hollering at a 5-year-old. He will not rap in none of my shows. That's all I know. I mean, once again, this is like really bad parenting to me. You know, don't force your son to be something he doesn't want to be. You know, child actors are kind of a different thing, but when you're like actively trying to build your name and profit off of your son's name to gain your any sort of relevance back, it really shows like a lack of care for your kid. And let's all be better than that. And I know what you're thinking. Damn, they really hated CAIDEN in 2020. So what was it like in 2016? And it wasn't no better. It wasn't no better. First thing people saw Consequence was like, ugh, that got dislikes. Then the fact that he's a fucking 5-year-old, that got dislikes. Then no one can hear his bars because he's 5 years old, doesn't know how to pronunciate words, and those words weren't his words, they were written for him. And I got more dislikes. So his dislike ratio looks like a fucking cigarette. But you know, that's the end of the video. That's it. That's all. Namaste. I'll see y'all later.
Is that? Hey, this that going on in that paper drip right here. You feel me? Hey, forever Wakanda.